In terms of the bodies, you know, yesterday, I remember I announced yesterday that there are 21 bodies that were found. 21 included the 2 that were found today on the ground. When I went to Embobut yesterday, you know, so I'm a local, so I have an advantage of continued conversation with the people there. So when I went to Embobut yesterday, we could not retrieve one body because of the access between where we were and what we call Mbolod River. The Mbolod River is the one actually that caused more damage down there. So I am sure that barring, you know, there's a conversation with the families to see how best that can be handled. There's a request also at home there by some of the family members to say, if we found our loved ones in the situation they are, they would have wished to bury them. But you know, there's a government protocol for handling, in such disasters, for handling persons who have lost their loved ones. We will be engaging them to make sure that that is dealt with. Today, I think the search should be able to lead us to a number of persons who are missing. And you know, in law, you cannot say they are dead until they are established that that has happened. So the missing persons should continue being sought. It is very sad, by the way, that some families lost 5, 6, you know, immediate family members. So it's not a very easy thing. I am sure that the team has also updated you that a priority now is psychosocial support, including counseling services that are going to be dealt with. So since we did yesterday an update, tomorrow, this evening, I think we should do another formal update in terms of the search and confirm. But as you know, last night, 16 bodies we came with, who came this way. 2 were in Kapsawar, and then the other 2, 1 was still on the ground, and these are the 2 that have now been finally confirmed. So we were still working with the 21 for now until we do another update later. Maybe.
Is it possible to move these people from this area?
It's not easy. Let me speak to you now as a resident. You see, the biggest problem with this issue is deforestation, the problem of landlessness. Remember that when we moved people from Embobut, again I was in the task force that we worked on that issue, we moved them below the road. Some part of the below the road was still in the forest, but it was a compromised position for the time being so that you can find a better settlement. But now if you go further to the escarpment when this, and I had a chance to go around that place, a lot of this landslide happened in the Embobut ward side. If you go further now where people own their own personal land, you will find that the kind of farming methods are precipitating this issue. Remember this ancestral land. If you have to move everybody in Embobut, you close the whole ward. So part of the things we've been discussing with the county government is to see how we change the farming methods. Instead of doing millet and maize, it may be better to go to tree crops. And that is what, you know, the county government and us have been conversing as people from this area to see if we can move all these people away from maize farming. Remember also that these are one community. The people in Valley and the one in Embobut, they go to Valley, they live in the Valley, they come and farm at the escarpment there. So this, we can tell them we now move maize farming to the Valley, we do irrigation. Remember that as we dealt with security issues, there is possibility that these people didn't need to come and do what they were doing, because part of the reason why that farming was happening in the escarpment is because these were people who were running away from insecurity. The reason why even where people are living now in the Valley was really driven by insecurity. Ordinarily, they would have been living in the Lop Valley. But recently we have made very, very great progress. For me, it is going to be possible to ensure that the farming methods up there, we can change to trees, tree crops, and all that kind of things to make sure that we protect the environment. And we'll work together with the relevant ministries to deal with this. There are a number of long-term issues that are necessary. And you know, with climate change, you have also to do climate resilient infrastructure, which is the challenge in these escarpments. Beautiful tourism, many other things, but the danger with rain is that if we don't plant more trees, we are going to have this challenge. And you saw what PS Kipto was trying to do in this other part, and this is something we need to take all over the place to restore the forest.
Okay, asanteni sana, tuachie hapa tafadhali kwa sababu ya muda.
Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much.